one key thing for our opposition to do is to signal to people in the armed forces and the security forces that they ought to put their weapons down, they ought to break with the system. And the thing that we ought to do is to tell them that if you do this, you will get amnesty.
And so if I were to say, well, we've got, there's all kinds of impressive, high-profile people who are doing all, things all at the same time. There's Hossein Rouhani making speeches or putting out statements from inside Iran. There's Ali Karimi meeting with the German chancellor, whoever that was. Is that not valuable to be on various fronts having this happen?
It is valuable, but there is greater value in having a united body working towards this revolution. And I've tried to outline in some of my writing what those might be. So first of all, it's having a united group means that Western politicians know who to negotiate with, right? Sure, they have piecemeal discussions here and there, but they would actually have an interlocutor with whom to speak. So that's point one. Point two is that this coalition could better guide the demonstrations and things that are happening inside the country. Right now, nobody knows kind of what to do or to whom they should listen. And third, a coalition would actually be able to take certain strategic steps. So this is something I've talked about a lot. I get a lot of hate for it, but that's fine. I'll say it again. One key thing for our opposition to do is to signal to people in the armed forces and the security forces that they ought to put their weapons down, they ought to break with the system. And the thing that we ought to do is to tell them that if you do this, you will get amnesty once the revolution succeeds. This can only be done if
you're off the hook for working.
You're
for
off the
regime.
hook, or you will face much reduced charges for what you did, while you serve the regime. I think that's really going to be one of the key ways where you reduce violence and actually get people to break with the system, and you shatter the system that way. You can only do that if you've got some sort of organization that speaks for the opposition that might have a prospect of actually taking power and implementing